Good morning to you. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It is the morning for me. I just got done filming a video and it's going to take me a little bit to edit it. And so I said, you know what? Let me do an impromptu live, talk to my night owls, and talk about some topics that have been going across social media that I want to chime in on. If this is your first time on my channel and this is your first time hearing about me, well, I hope that I don't ruffle your feathers too much and hopefully you stay. But over here, we are the Night Owls. And to be a Night Owl, hit the subscribe button and join in on the conversations that we have over here. Also, I have a website, which is www.neekatnight.com. On my website, I have items like the item that I'm wearing right now that is also available on my website, which is a matching robe and dress set. And I also have this in a version for males. So you can match your bae if you want to get down like that, okay? But anyways, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. And let's get down into this conversation. So the first person I want to talk about is the baby mama. So it has come to my attention that people think that because you are a baby mama, that gives the guy a pass to disrespect and walk all over you, and you have to constantly be okay with that. And it's acceptable to be okay with that. No. I'm sorry to tell you that being a baby mama, just because you have a child or being somebody's kid's mom, does not mean that that is a free pass for them to get a walk all over you pass and use you as a backup every time they decide to get out of a relationship. You just a backup plan. Every time they get into a relationship and it don't work out, then they come back to you. That's not the definition of having a child by somebody. That's not the definition of being somebody's kid's mom. That's just you being stupid. Period. I'm just sorry. Like, that's just you being stupid, okay? And I'm tired of y'all thinking that mean baby mama mean be stupid. That because it don't mean that. If you made a poor decision by having a child by a person who does not respect you, you do not have to permanently be attached and be disrespected by this person. You don't have to sit here and wait as women come and go and be like, as Shark says, the fallback girl. Like, no, like that's not what we gonna normalize. That's not what we doing here. And I see it far too often. And I've seen it a lot in the comment section of the Shade Room. So Mimi, who is the baby mama of the baby, she was doing a live video where she was talking to a woman and she was explaining how she's not fazed by Danny Lay because she sees so many women come and go. You see them come and do what? So you just the rebound each time these women come and go. So you're not fazed by her because you've seen so many women come and go. So when he gets fed up and these relationships don't work because he's probably aggressive, he displays a lot of, short man complex behavior. He out here fighting everybody. So when these relationships don't work out, then we just can't be glorifying certain stuff. Like, we just cannot. Like, we just literally have to stop. I'm gonna share this video with you guys if you guys have not seen it, and y'all let me know what y'all think about it. But I was just like, sweetie, this ain't what we go. This ain't what we doing. This ain't it, baby. This is not it, honey. This is not it. We can't be doing this. We can't be doing this, honey. So let me share this with y'all because I was just like, baby, no ma'am. What do they say? No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey.
I'm not intimidated by no when it comes to I was with for real. Like it ain't no smoke, it ain't no nothing. Like, and honestly, that nothing new. Like he was there. My city, you not know how many I got down, seen come and go. Like it's not. I hate to say it's normal or it's regular, but I mean it is. Like that's like like that's they got right. Rules, everything. Like I'm not ever worried about no. Plus, I'm secure within myself. I ain't never needed validation from no. So I know what I bring to the table. I know what's up with me. Right. So no, it ain't never no. I don't know it. Like to have no problem with it. Like I don't really get this. Like I'm not intimidated by no when it comes to I was with for real. Like it ain't no smoke, it ain't no nothing. Like and honestly that nothing new. Like he was there. My city, you not know how many I got down, seen come and go. Like it's not I hate to say it's normal or it's regular, but I mean it is. Like that's like
No, it don't have to be normal. It don't have to be regular, and it does not have to be accepted. It don't got to be normal, and it don't got to be regular. It does not have to be accepted just because you got a baby with somebody. He with you, then he having outside babies with other females, because mind you, he got another new baby by a whole nother woman, and then went back to Mimi, and then left her, and then got with Danny Lay, then went back to her, then left her, and went back to Danny Lay again. After he done went with her, had an outside baby, went to Danny Lay, left her, went back to Danny Lay, got back with her. Like, it don't got to be normal. This does not have to be normalized. Struggle love is not something that should be normalized. Like the whole idea, and that goes to what Boosie said, talking about, oh, y'all will drag the woman who stick by her man. Yes, because sweetie, that is not goals. That is not goals to be walked all over. And then once he gets fabulous age, after he done knocked out your teeth, didn't claim you all y'all relationship, didn't claim you, wouldn't, hardly go out with you, be seen with you. But then once, you at a certain age, then you want to say you love me so much and, oh, this is the love of my life. Like, no, that's not what we're doing. It's not what we're normalizing. And I'm not going to say it's not easy to just walk away, because, you get some good, and you might be a little bit retarded for a little bit, but you got to snap out of it. You got to snap out of it and work with the other wood that's available. It might not be as good, but that wood might not even be as good as you think it is in your head to make it be. Okay? You got to snap out of it, sis. You got to snap out of it in dead situations that do not serve you. Period. But I'm going to share some more on this topic, because Danny Lay definitely came forward and entered into the chat. But those of you guys who are just now coming on, hello. Make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And also, don't forget to visit my website where you can find, pajama sets like the one that I am wearing, along with other goodies like vibrating panties. I got slippers. I got adult toys. I got you. If it go down in the bedroom, you might find it on my website. So www.neekatnight.com. Not not what kind of wood I like. I'm not about to play with y'all. Okay. So, anyways, get up out of my life. Like, get out of here with that. Okay. Thanks, Marquita, for becoming a member to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it a lot. And I'm gonna be giving y'all more goodies on my members thing. So thank y'all for supporting me. So, anyways, so Danny Lay felt the need to say, LOL, sad, but okay. So that was in reply to Mimi saying what Mimi said. So Danny Lay wanted to let it be known that that was sad, but okay. Basically calling Mimi out like, girl, you going back to him, even though she herself went back to him when he left Mimi the last time. So this whole situation, this whole public relationship with the baby, when she said Yellowbone is what he wants, that's after he had already went back and forth with them already. He had already played the game of back and forth already. So, you know, he had already stopped dealing with you and went back to her. Then he came back to you. And now he back, you know, like he had already played the ping pong game between y'all. So, sis, you know, you'd have made the song saying Yellowbone is what he want and all of that. You might want to sit certain things out. Like, I don't understand. And I feel like before she made the song Yellowbone is what he want, I feel like people were bullying her outright. I feel like they were mad that, you know, the baby had this black woman that he was with, and it was rare that you seen a rapper with a black woman, you know, that's not ambiguous, that's not mixed, that's not this, that's not that. And they took out their frustration from the baby leaving his family, and they directed it onto her, you know, and they straight out bullied that girl before the song. Now, after she made the song, then I'm like, you already knew they was bullying you, girl. You already knew they was bullying you, and you just added fuel to the fire. Now, after she made fuel to the fire, then, you know, it's like you got to learn to know when to sit certain conversations out. Like, for instance, I have got into it with YouTubers on this space. I see them doing dumb stuff all the time. People be reporting back to me like, oh, did you see this person going at this person now? Oh, did you see how this YouTuber used to try to drag you down and called you a liar when you reported on these types of stories? But now she's saying that these people are liars too after she said that you was a liar. But now you telling the truth because now what you said was true. She's saying it's true. And all like people will come to you with stuff, and I sit certain conversations out. I don't even entertain it because it is what it is. Like the situation is what it is. And Danny Lay has to understand that she got to learn to sit certain things out. You made the song. You said Yellowbone is what he want. You know, the situation did not work out. You're only adding fuel to the fire when you comment on these things because it was, you know, you got to learn to sit certain conversations out. People be like, well, Neek, are you going to report on such and this and that? No, I'm not. Because I know how to sit certain conversations out. I know how to remove myself from certain conversations. I know how to detach myself from certain people, and I know how to not entertain and give certain people lights. Y'all think that I don't know about what's going on around YouTube just because I don't speak about it? I know what's going on. I just choose to sit certain conversations out. And that's what Danny has to understand. You made this situation worse. And I will agree that people were bullying her before because we don't know what the baby was telling her about his situation with Mimi. We don't know if what he told her, the reason why she got with him. You know what I'm saying? He could have just said, you know, well, you know, it's for a photo op or it's because of my label. They think that it's good to have a black family, even though we're not together. You know, I have to parade her around and we're not together because it helps my image. We don't know what he told her. He could have told her anything, you know? So before the song, I feel like she was outright bullied. But after she made the song and realized that, girl, nah, you shouldn't have did that, she needs to learn to sit certain conversations out. Period. So I wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about other things that I have been seeing going on around social media. So there has now been this agenda to target Black people and make them the ultimate assailants of these Asian businesses that have predominant Black customers. So they have this whole movement against Black people, and there's these Asian people who have this movement called Asians with Attitude, and they are going out to the media and they are saying, you know, putting Black people as the target, and saying that, you know, Black people are targeting their businesses, and, you know, they have this whole full agenda against Black people and things like that, and making it very, very loud to single Black people out. But it's like, your business is built off of predominant Black customers. Your business is mainly successful because of Black people making it profitable and shopping with you. So I just find the movement like, and will I say that maybe, you know, certain people could not have been robbed and things like that, but that's not the only community that gets robbed. Like, there are people who get robbed who have businesses who are white. There are people who get robbed who have businesses that are Black. There are people who get robbed at the corner store, which is mostly Middle Eastern people who are running these 7-Elevens and these AMPMs and stuff like that. They get robbed too. Like, it's not just something to where, like, and they don't get robbed by just Black people. You know, like, it's stuff happening with other races. So to see this whole agenda, because it's an agenda of where they're trying to put this whole notion out there, it doesn't really sit right with me at all. I'm going to show you guys this video that is being pushed by, I believe it's ABC. And it's about how Black people are hurting their communities and things like that. So it's just, you know, Killa says Neek's hair, child. If you was on my live on my second channel, for those of you guys who don't know, I have a second channel. I went live while I was getting ready. You would have seen that the struggle with these curls was real. Okay. The struggle with these curls was real. Okay. But I end up cutting it. But anyways, that's another story. So anyways, let me show y'all this video. Let me not get off topic. And show y'all this video. And I want to know what you guys think about this once I do. I'm also I also want Sai, who is from the Asian community, to chime in as well. I put the link in the chat. So I want to hear from you, Sai, as you are of the Asian community. And I want to hear from other people of this agenda that is being put out.
Have Blacks been pitted against Asians? In what ways have Blacks been pitted against Asians?
We need the Black community to realize that that Black people are hurting Asians, and they need to speak out in their own community.
Our communities are not reporting these incidences. We don't want to cause more trouble, more attention to our community.
It strikes me that this is the Asian equivalent of the talk that African American parents often have to have with their children. In what ways have Blacks been pitted against Asians?
We need the Black community to realize that that Black people are hurting Asians, and they need to speak out.
Okay. So there's this whole Instagram page called Asians with Attitude. And it's this whole movement of people who are playing off of the whole NWA acronym. They talk with a certain dialect that mirrors, ours. And not to say that, it's quote unquote like, because people say you can't talk white, you can't talk Black, but it's like, come on now, like we know where certain influences are. So they talk in a manner to which they are influenced by the Black community, but yet they have this whole Asians with attitude. It's crazy to me. But I definitely want to hear from everyone. Sai is backstage, who is Asian, and I'll hear from you in just a second. But let me pull up this other post. So this same post was posted by a YouTube channel. I mean, not a YouTube channel, an Instagram channel called the United Black Library. And it says, do you agree or disagree with CBS? Sorry, it wasn't ABC, it's CBS News and mainstream media comment below. Also, what relationship would you say the Black community has had with the Asian community in inner cities? Has it been beneficial, parasitic, or has it had no effect on the Black community? Editor's note, this video is by ABC News. Okay, so first they say CBS, then they say ABC. Okay, so I'm confused. Okay, this video by ABC News is beyond disgusting. It leads the listener to believe that all Black Americans are targeting Asians. Once again, since they want to lie on us, just boycott their businesses. We can't allow propaganda like this to go unchallenged. To allude that all Black Americans are attacking Asians is racist and just untrue. Isolated incidents isn't a representation of Black people. This is why we need more Black/African news outlets like ourselves to put them up on this. So this is from the United Black Library. So after they played this video, they then showed articles of where the Chinese were putting out Black residents when the COVID-19 virus had just hit. So if you guys didn't remember, when COVID-19 had just broke, there was a lot of people over in China singling out Black people, and they were blaming Black people for the virus. And they were kicking them out of their homes, kicking them out of apartment buildings. And so this page right here, they were like, okay, so you're trying to say that Black people are targeting Asians, but what about when the community was targeting Black people and evicting them and harassing them and saying that they were responsible for the coronavirus and they weren't able to go into certain establishments and they weren't able to do anything like that? So they was like, okay, so like, what is it given? Like, what's going on? So I'll bring on Sai. Hey. So what are your thoughts?
I wrote what I thought. I don't know if I didn't
read it. I didn't see it.
I believe it. Asians are, how do I put this? We're racist, culturally, I think, yeah. No one talks about it, but yeah, it is there. Like under the.
So why do you think that there's this whole agenda to pin it as the Black people are racist, but not acknowledging the racist behavior that many Asians display to Black people when they visit their establishments or things like that?
Asians are the racists. not the black people.
So
You know,
what do you think about that?
I think the Asians are racist.
Mm-hmm.
Culturally, I think it's acceptable to be racist to like blacks and Mexicans. Like I know a lot of people that went to my parents' church that are racist. So
Mm-hmm.
um, and then the whole riots, the LA riots, that was specifically Koreans against African Americans. So yeah, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it my whole life. My parents aren't as racist as everyone else, but some people are just ignorant. You know, they
So
don't.
do you see it within your family?
I saw it like on like one side of my family, but then
Mm-hmm.
the other side is fine. Like the other side, they're cool. They're just like me. Like they don't give a fuck. They
Mm-hmm.
don't.
No.
They, but the other side, yeah, they do care. They do have the idea of they say it's like dirty, kind of like they, uh, they use the word dirty a lot. It's not like racist, but racist. It's like we don't have the language.
Calling people dirty is racist.
No. I'm saying it's racist, but we don't have the language for it. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it could be taken as like, oh, they're not because they're black or Mexican, but because they're like,
Your audio is going in and out.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even using my head.
Okay. Dom, what do you think?
I think it's propaganda used against black people and for other communities to get laws passed and bills passed off the work that we put in. Like every time black people fight for equal rights and stuff like that in protests and stuff like that, other communities come in. Or what about LGBTQ? What about immigrants? What about Asian Americans? And I, like I said, I think the media is overblowing this. They take in one or two incidences that don't get me wrong, it happens. You got a few bad apples, but you can't condemn the whole you can't condemn the whole batch of apples because a few bad apples out there being ignorant and stuff like that. But
Right.
we don't have a history. Black people don't have a history of being racist or violent towards anybody outside our community like that. There's not a history or a pattern of that type of behavior happening. Now,
Yeah,
if we want to be honest, if I go into a hair store that's Asian ran, I get followed, or a store where or a liquor store or anything like you would get followed and stuff like that, and we don't talk about that.
very
Yeah,
true.
so
That's what
I feel like it's propaganda that the media is trying to overblow, and I don't want Asian people to fall for the okie doke. I don't want Asian people to fall for I don't want y'all to fall for the okie doke. They're trying to do this to get us separated because they seen how powerful the movement was last year when Trump was in office. So they try to keep us separated because divide and conquer. That's that's the philosophy. It's still the same. The tricks are never new. They still the old tricks.
Speaking of the president, so did you guys hear that Joe Biden said that the reason why black and Mexican people have not gotten the virus was because black people and Mexican people don't know how to use the internet?
what? How is that? I
Did y'all hear that?
did not hear that.
I hear
I did
the
not.
president say that the reason why black people and Mexican people, or not Mexican, like the Latino
Latino
community,
community. Yeah.
Latino community to be correct,
Biden
has
is
not gotten the virus is because
Hey,
they don't know how to use the internet.
I try to warn people. I try to warn my people about this man. I told y'all he was worse than Trump. At least Trump, you know what the heck he is. With Biden, he played nice, and now he about to show you his true. Well, he was showing his true colors before he even got elected, for real. To be honest,
I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all the video in a minute. I'm gonna show y'all the video in a minute, but let me get everybody's take on this whole propaganda that's going on now.
Oh, what? Also, what about the Mimi? What's her name? Ling Ling, with the who's on Wildin' Out?
Mimi.
What's her name? Ling Ling.
Yeah,
Her
Is
name
that
is
what
Mimi.
she called herself?
she had mentioned something
Lovely
about
Mimi.
nigga.
Yeah.
Excuse
And
me.
she ain't even really apologized. She pretty much doubled down on that and said, "I'm gonna keep using it, just not in public."
So let me give y'all my take. You know, America is communism and capitalism. And I feel like China with Asia, with all of that, they have always been the people to throw under the bus. And then being that, you know, America threw them under the bus, it kind of made them racist. When you look at the backdrop of all of this, Trump just exposed it. He
Yeah, he
just,
did.
you know, let us know, okay, this has been going on. So now, you know, as Sear original one says, yeah, they're, you know, Asians are racist.
Not
And they can
But
be. That
was,
is true.
I think it was embedded in them. Like it
No,
came.
they learned that from somewhere. They learned that behavior from somewhere. They learned it from America. They learned that
Yeah,
from America. Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So it's a little worse because it
were
feels.
already,
I mean, so you can talk on that.
they were already they went like very like the
You
videos,
going in and out, bro. You going
they
in and out.
I don't know how to maybe it's because of my location. Wait, hold on. How about now? Is it better?
Yeah, I can. Say something.
Okay. Asians, they don't even like each other. Like they don't like
Yeah,
other Asians. So they're not gonna like people like races other than Asians even more. Like
right.
they think they're better, you know? They have like this elitist kind of Japanese people think that like they're better. You know, like racism is always in our culture, like to each other. And we're the same race. We
Right,
but like you think that they're not gonna not like you because you know you're totally different culture? Yeah, they're not gonna like you too.
right.
They're gonna think they're better than you.
So
All
do
right, wait,
so
John.
do
Wait,
you
John.
have a
Wait.
okay?
All right, I want to hear from King Trey, then Danny, and then Leander.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like people saying like like everybody use racism, but most of the time it should just be prejudice because black people don't have a system to be racist.
All right,
Right.
Or
no
they even
cursing though. No cursing though, but go.
black people don't have no system to be racist, so we can only be prejudiced to other communities. We don't like
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. This stream is not gonna get monetized because we're using the word racist and all this kind of stuff. So go ahead, curse if you.
but yeah, we ain't got no power at all. The only power we got is towards other black people, and we use that in a negative way. So
Yeah,
so we shouldn't like. I hate when we just use racism like we keep using that for us. We not just because we like just off certain situations you can't even use that.
yeah,
But
that's true. Yeah, Rism is power and prejudice put together. We don't have power when you look at it. Black people don't have power, so we can't be Rism.
like no black people can stop. We can't stop nobody from making money for real, unless we tell every black person in the community to stop buying from somewhere. But besides that, we can't tell nobody to get from somewhere from our like nobody in Detroit can tell no white person in Detroit like, hey, you can't come in this area no more. Like that's impossible unless like we all band together, and that's how I
Yeah,
feel.
at this point, it's like, how do we change the narrative?
We
We
can't
living
change
in
the
a
narrative because we don't own the media companies.
What?
yeah
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, Neek is media. Neek is media. We are on her platform,
That
and
is
I
true.
mean, we
That is
all
true.
can have our own
I'm
platforms
talking
nowadays. Thanks,
mainstream
Neek.
media. I'm talking
Yeah.
But
mainstream.
mainstream media hold like more power than like it can spread faster in mainstream because it just touch more people, and it's
Well,
like more eyes is on mainstream.
I will
All right,
say
let me
thanks
hear
to
from
go ahead.
B Ander and Danny.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I just wanted to piggyback off everybody else. Like, I'm kind of glad everybody got the message because when I saw the video, and I grew up in the South, and so it may be different regionally. I grew up in the South. Like, it's kind of like like they're racist towards you, but it's not spoken about. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
go in there, you do
Mm-hmm.
your business, and then you're out of there. That's kind of like the respect that it kind of is in the South. But I'm not gonna say that some incidents don't happen where the people follow you in the store or stuff like that. Like, stuff like that does happen, but I want to know, like, why all of a sudden it's supposed to explode. Like, if it's something that's like unspoken and it's this undertone, and we've been able to live together and still, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of respect each other's communities. Like, of course, like, if you have your businesses in Black communities where crime takes place in a Black community, like where 90% of the people are Black, of course it's gonna feel like, oh, nothing but Black people are attacking me. If you go take your businesses to a white community, I promise you're gonna see nothing but white people robbing and stealing from you. Like we gotta see past what they're trying to say and see it for what it is and be like, okay, we know that as a people. So why are they trying to like pull this? And I think it's because the Black dollar has kept the Asian market so strong in the US. And y'all know our Federal Reserve crashed for a few hours yesterday. So I think they're really. I feel like it's on a whole deeper level. Like, yes, this is important to talk about as the racism, but as far when I said it's time to get our guns and butters together, it's not for against each other. We need to see it for what it is and see that, okay, who's pitting us instead of being
Facts.
mad at the person that they trying to pit us against. Let's get mad at the person that's doing the pitting. Like see it for what it is. Like, you
Right.
get what I'm saying?
But a lot
Yeah.
of people can't
So
see the
I wanna
forest from the trees.
I
We
wanna
can't
comment
get caught up. We
to
can't get
Leah
caught up in the
Alex.
butt. If
So
we all
Leah
don't get
says,
caught up in the butt, nobody's gonna wake up, and that's really what it is.
Right.
We
all right,
gotta
wait,
stop
Danny.
talking
Right.
about the butt.
Wait,
Right.
Danny. All right, so I want to comment to Leah Alex. She says, Neek, as soon as the government see you waking up, they're gonna put something in the media to shut your mind down again. Child, so listen, I went on a whole rant this morning about how I got a notification from Instagram because they said that I was spewing hate speech. Okay. So they said that my account is in jeopardy of being deleted and that my account on Instagram is possibly going to get deleted because I was spewing hate speech. Okay. So there was a video on another T Channel's page, and it was of a Black man talking about Black businesses, and he was going down Black businesses' throat, and he was saying how, like, oh, y'all don't got good customer service, y'all don't do this, y'all don't do that, you da 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 da, and then he was like ragging on Black businesses, and there was a bunch of Black people who were also in the comments. Hold on, I'm getting feedback from somebody. Oh, it's you, Danny, with the feedback. So it was a bunch of Black people in the comments like, yep, he true, that's true, that's true, that's true. I don't shop with Black businesses and da 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 da. And so I said, you'll be the same ones who will go into a Chinese nail shop, a Chinese beauty supply, and get disrespected and still go back to them. And if you don't go back to them, you'll go to their auntie or their cousin at the beauty supply down the street, but you won't stop shopping with Chinese people as a whole. But yet you get one bad experience from a Black person, and then you cancel out every single Black business that there is as a whole. But you don't do that with any other group of
Facts.
people. For white people, they won't cancel out. Like if you go to a white person and that's the extent of my comment that I left there. And so it was flagged and reported and it was deemed as hate speech because I said that. And so now, because I said that, my account on Instagram is in jeopardy of being deleted, and they blocked me from going live and things like that. But
Well,
anyway,
Nick, I said
continue
something
my
worse.
Time out right now.
to
I
continue
said
my
something
thought
worse than that.
further, my problem is also as a Black people ourselves, if we're going to go into that conversation, my problem is that we don't individualize our experiences, but yet we will individualize it when we shop with other people. So you go into a white store and the lady is rude to you, she's acting belligerent, we'll call her a Karen and we'll individualize her and we'll separate her from other white people and we'll say, oh, don't shop there, she's a Karen. Okay, and we'll individualize our experience at their stores and go to another white store. But yet we won't individualize our experiences if we have a situation with a Black business, and we'll just cancel out every Black business as a whole. I think that that's whack. And I think that we need to check ourselves as a community for that, because you will get disrespected at these nail salons. You'll get disrespected at these beauty supplies. You'll get disrespected at the 7-Eleven where it's, Middle Eastern people there. They'll treat you like crap when you go into these AMPMs and things like that. You'll get disrespected at certain white establishments, and you will individualize your experience and you'll say, oh, I'm not shopping at that Middle Eastern gas station. I'm going to go to the 7-Eleven on 8th and 9th Street. I'm not going to shop at that beauty supply. I'm just going to go to the beauty supply over here. But when it comes to Black people, you'll get one situation where you had a bad incident with a Black person, and then you'll totally cancel out all Black businesses and lump them up together. But everybody else gets to have an individual label on the experience. And I think as Black people, we need to check that. And so I was checking people under the comment section of that thread and things like that. And they deemed my words as hate speech. And they said that now my Instagram is possibly going to be deleted because they said that I was spewing hate speech.
Well,
I definitely was spewing hate
hold
speech.
on, let me comment. That's because we too raw. We can't be too raw with these people. That's why I really haven't jumped in the game yet, because my mouth is raw. And you got it. You're there. You actually know how to balance it. But
the thing is, we need to be too raw. This is the time to be too raw, because look at what's going on.
But look what they doing,
we've been popping them on the butt so softly, and look what's been going on under our noses. This is why all of this stuff has been going on.
They threatening her Instagram.
I hate to bring this
we
man
gotta make
up.
our own platforms. We gotta make our own platforms. Like instead of people trying to do stuff individual, like this, it's the hardest thing to try to unite our own people. And I agree with Neek when she say that. And that's how come I switched over. I switched over to predominantly shopping Black and using Black hairstylists, Black owned businesses and stuff like that, because I really believe in, okay, I can't keep saying, well, if this person don't do it, it ain't gonna never get done. Like, it ain't gonna never get done as a whole, so I might as well do what I do. Like, no, I gotta start with me, and then influence my children to do that, and then my children's children. Like, you gotta start with yourself at least. So that's what I'm saying. We gotta, like, it is the time to be raw. Like, okay, they censor us on Instagram. What do we gotta do for Neek? How many followers Neek got? We can't put money together to get her a platform, a network.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Is she a Black-owned business? We can't do that.
Facts.
Excuse me, but I feel like
a pandemic right now, but if what's really important is the message, and it's gonna help us as a whole if we pull ourselves together, and it will pay off. You have to plant seeds in order for things to grow. And I just want to make one more comment. I saw somebody in the comments say, in the South, we don't fight. Let me tell you something. They know to stay in their place. They do not play with us down here in the South. That's how come everything is unspoken. I want you to know that. That's how come it's just the undertone. Nah, they don't play with us like that in the South. Don't think it's like that. Don't let the media fool you. Okay, because I can go in their neighborhoods. They just can't come in ours like that. You get what I'm saying? Without respecting the space. That's how come it's an undertone. All right, Nick, I'm done. You know I always gotta smack
Wow.
the comments before I leave.
All right. All right. So thank you, Danny, for coming through. Now let's get into this Joe Biden thing real quick. So Chronicle Speaks, who is a YouTuber as well. I follow her on Instagram. We mutually follow each other. And so there was this video of this guy on TikTok, and he was basically making a mockery out of what Joe Biden said, because he basically said that, you know, Black people and Latino people don't know how to use the internet or whatever. And so he was like acting like a monkey or whatever, and acting like, you know, he couldn't open it, because he was basically making a mockery, like, okay, this is how they really see us. Basically, that's kind of what I took from it, from him, you know, acting in that manner. He was basically acting like this is how they see us. So this video right here.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine. A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine. A lot of people don't.
Okay, so because the minority community is not taking this vaccine, do not want to take the vaccine, is not interested in taking the vaccine, the reason why we are not doing so is because we don't know how to use the internet. Now, do some of our parents and grandparents, are they not as savvy on the internet as the youth? Probably not. But if they wanted to get on the internet, they wanted to get these vaccines, they have a way of getting on the internet to do so. It's just simply some people don't want to take the vaccine and are being adamant about it. Like, this vaccine has not even been out long enough to be proven what the side effects will be. Like, it hasn't even been proven what the side effects will be. And yes, we do put junk in our body. We don't know what we're eating. We don't know how it's genetically modified and things like that. But if there are certain things that we can control, I mean, we can control it, you know? So, you know, that's that on that.
But Nick, you're not bringing up the underlying the problem, though.
What is that?
The problem is we don't trust them. Black people don't trust the government with an itch. They have a history of doing and poisoning Black people. Let's take a look at we can take it back to slavery, honestly. When they was practicing on slaves and women, gynecology started off Black women. And freaking, we could take it the Tuskegee experiment, the syphilis experiment, where they was
speaking of me,
where the government was offering free health care to Black people in Tuskegee, but it was turned out to be syphilis. They was giving people, quote unquote, vaccines, but it was syphilis, and they was watching Black people wither and die. Seeing how syphilis affect the body, and they let them people go to their community and fornicate with whoever they was fornicating with and pass that along. So that's why Black people don't trust. We have a reason to not trust it. We have a reason not to get that vaccine. So and people try to condemn Black people because we don't want the vaccine. Hell no, I want the vaccine. Especially when y'all haven't even found a cure for common cold. Fuck you want me to take?
They haven't found a cure for what? What you said?
A common cold.
Oh, the common cold.
What the hell you mean? They don't even have
They found the cure for chickenpox.
They don't even have a cure for flu. You got to get a flu vaccine every year. What you mean? I don't want that. I mean, excuse me. I don't
They're
want that.
never gonna give a cure.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We have a his we have PTSD from the U.S. government. Is what I'm saying. We have PTSD from that. We don't trust, and that's fine. And we shouldn't.
Anybody seen the Fred Hampton movie?
Yeah, I seen the Fred Hampton. You talking about Judas and the Messiah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Black Messiah.
that's a good enough reason right there why you should trust them.
That's a fact. You got these agents all in the community.
Yeah. Well, let me
Telling
hear
you,
from B Ander and then Lovely.
Yeah. How you doing, Nate?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. All right. I just want to say I'll be 65 next month, and I've seen a lot and been through a lot, and I know for a fact I haven't took the vaccine because see when just like at one nurse that took the vaccine and she fainted, and then she trying
mm-hmm.
to come back and say, well, she have fainting spells. As a nurse, you think they would really have a nurse that has a fainting spell? She could be in the hospital in one of the rooms giving somebody some medicine, all of a sudden she faint. So you know she was lying on that. So for that reason, a lot of black people don't take it, not only because we don't trust them, we don't trust the government and stuff like that, but let them go take it. Let everybody, Asian, whatever, go take it. And if we don't take it, some black people have taken it. I haven't taken it. And if they take it, then we gonna be all right. Because the few people that don't take it, we can't spread it because we ain't got it. And y'all done took the vaccine, so y'all good. But I ain't gonna. If all out, I ain't gonna take it until the last minute or whatever. I plan not to take it because, like the brother was saying, they done dogged us out so much with the syphilis and just dogging us out, and even now putting us against Asian. If you notice, we're the only ones. Black people are the only ones that they said black people this, black people that. White people ain't too crazy about Asian, but you don't see them talking about that. But
That's
they
a
always
fact.
put it on black people, and that's why we have to have enough high self-esteem on ourselves as black people to say, I ain't paying that mess no attention. But I do want to say this: I went in the Asian store yesterday to get some supplies for my hair, and that boy just kept on saying, "Can I help you?" I wanted to say, if I wanted help, I would ask you, but I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to come out of the store. But I would like to know if you know or if anybody have a stream that I can go to get black beauty supplies. I don't care if it costs a little bit more because they probably do because we don't have the grants and stuff that they just give them. They gave them grants to get this. They ain't gave us nothing. We done all this. They ain't gave us nothing. But soon they come over, they give them grants and stuff. So if anybody know a black establishment that got the beauty supplies that these Asians got, I would definitely order all my stuff from them, and I order pretty much because I like to look good. As a black woman, look good and have my hair good and stuff. So if anybody got that, please put it in the stream or put it on my thing, whatever. But that's all I want to say, Nick. Thank you very much, and stay on for me.
You're welcome. I'm not sure what area you are in. Maybe you should look up and search Black beauty supplies out here where I live. There wasn't many options at first, but we have several options now, which is great. Like that, more people are opening up businesses and being able to have beauty supplies and things like that. I'm not sure the area, but you can look and try to search because there might be one in your area and you could possibly just not be aware of it. Also, I don't know a online website off the top of my head, but search online for Black owned beauty supplies and you should be able to find something, but I can't think of like one off the top of my head because we have actual storefront beauty supplies in my area. So
Well, Miss B, if you go in the
Lovely.
dollar store or your Walmart, they have some products by Aunt Carol. She's a black lady. And there's another one, Be Organics. You can look up black hair products on Google and you can find them. Some of them are in your local dollar store,
Hey, on
Walmart, and
IG as
beauty
well.
supplies.
IG as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
definitely go. I'm not sure if you have Instagram, but all you have to do is put in that search bar, black owned hair products, black.
Okay.
Yeah, and it will come up. But there, I get a lot of them. I go to the dollar store, look for good products on the clearance.
Do that.
All right. Well, let's hear from Lovely, and she'll be the last speaker. Thank you all for coming on and speaking on this topic. We're going to cap it out at an hour, so I'm gonna let Lovely speak last and basically end the video after that.